Okay, I'm here with another one of my business partners at eXp, Carlos German. How are you doing, my friend?
Super excited to be in business with you, Jay.
This is like a dream come true. Putting all our fires together, making one big fire.
Loving it.
So tell me, let's talk a little bit about your business. Obviously, Orlando, Florida,
yes.
One of the first ones to jump on board and taking action and out there crushing it. And just kind of go through you went through the process. I make quick decisions. You make quick decisions. Take action, which I always respect.
Absolutely.
But where was your business at,
Yeah.
transaction-wise, and then what problem were you trying to solve? When you were looking at this opportunity with eXp, and like, how did you come to the conclusion that this was a better vehicle for your goals, for your team's goals, and how did you come to that process and join eXp?
Well, for me, I was an independent broker running the team model. So my brokerage was a structure with buyer agents, couple listing agents, staff and whatnot. And what I was trying to solve was the sustainability and the retention. Because I've been masterminding with you guys for years and years and years, and that's always been the challenge. We're rebuilding, and it's become normal. You rebuild it, and it crashes, and stuff like that. So, I mean, and we came out of our best year ever, doing over $1 million in revenue. We grew over 36%. So it was definitely a challenging decision, because I'm like, okay, I wasn't in the tear down.
It wasn't. It wasn't at the bottom building it back up.
Correct.
You were, at the top where it's still working.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, everything was going well, and I was like, man, this is a challenging decision, but with me, it always goes down to the alignment and the core values, and can it be used as a platform to take me to the next level? And I was so full of passion and so full of energy, and my team was just churning it, because you were kind of in a wheel, running and running and running and rebuilding. So I was like, we can take all that energy and build something that is more sustainable. Is definitely something you can exit faster later down the road, and we can hit on why that is later. And and it's just a better opportunity for everybody involved. While the team, you get the buyer agents. The reason you have that churn is because they want their own team. They want their own brokerage.
They want to grow. If you're growing them, if it's a leader, then they're naturally going to grow to a point where they're going to want their own opportunity, and it doesn't usually fit into the team model, right? We usually lose our best people.
Absolutely. That's what happens. You help them, you groom them, they become top producers, and then they're like, okay, I'm going to do my team. You're like, absolutely, I understand, you support it. You don't have a program or a system to fit that in. And it's part of the system in that model. The challenge is you stay at that level. With this opportunity, I saw something that aligns with where we wanted to be, which was grow massively, having that platform to allow us to grow, have that agent sustainability, because the opportunity is the same for everybody. They can build, their own teams. It gives them everything they've ever wanted, while still being in partnership with all of us. I mean, it's the perfect scenario. Perfect storm.
I hope everybody that's listening is picking up what Carlos is laying down here. I mean, it is the perfect scenario to be able to say, and for them to be able to go say, hey, listen, you get to partner with Carlos and Jay and Al and Mike and everyone that's within your sponsorship line at eXp. That's an extremely good value proposition, which is why this company is growing so fast. The great business model, great culture, great people, and then this total alignment that you have where pretty much you get anything and everything you need to grow your business and be more successful in real estate. Plus, you have the agent ownership side. Plus, you have the passive income opportunity of revenue share. And all you got to do is tell people about this great company. So, I mean, it's pretty fascinating. I mean, it's hard not to see it, right? Like, if you're watching this video right now, I know you see it. I know you see it, because you've had these problems and you see what that it's actually going to solve for you.
Well,
so,
one of the things that I love the most about what we're doing specifically is the partnership with NAEA. And obviously my agents have seen my success, 30 under 30, featured in Forbes magazine, best-selling author, a lot of which has been thankful to my partnership with NAEA. But the reality is they were not really plugged into that partnership as they can now. So, they now see the path to be a best-selling author, to have a team, to become 30 under 30, to be featured in magazines all over the country, because they have that same opportunity. And it's all included as part of what we're doing. So it's just, before, the reason it wasn't there is because obviously they had to pay big bucks
Right.
to be part of that opportunity.
Right.
You know, now it's also something that we're doing as a business partnership that is available.
Right.
And I just love the alignment with that.
Me too. It's one of my, there's nothing like, training someone for the first time that goes through and get, certification on this, the listing side and learn that whole framework, and the same thing on the buy side. I mean, that's the hands-on training and differentiation that, and the marketing pieces that we all know work, but they've really never really seen that, and they haven't had that opportunity. So, it's just really our ability to add value to more people's lives and duplicate that process over and over again within this, incredible model at eXp. So
yeah, and the biggest clarity for me came when I looked at, okay, I've been in real estate for 12 years.
Right.
And I built this team that, really is not sellable.
Right.
And the reality is, while it may be sellable, even if it was sellable, I would have to stay behind to manage it or help the new manager for a year, 2 years. That's the norm.
Yep,
Even with the brokerage, you have to stay around. And so you basically don't have a real asset. So I was reverse engineering. I'm very, very analytical.
Yep.
And, I'm like, okay, if I would have been in this opportunity with eXp for 12 years,
right,
getting stocks, I was running the math. I would have been an icon for like 8 years.
Right.
How much money would have that been? And that's without even the growth,
right,
which has happened.
Right.
So when you think about it, I would have had over $1 million of instant, value,
asset value, real liquid asset value
that you can go online, and as long as you're vested, you can go and sell.
Right.
I mean, it's just amazing, not to mention the team building aspect. So how many agents have we lost because they become top producers,
right,
and they go, well, now my top producers, very good, you can do the same, you can go build your team, but guess what? Now that team is also aligned with our opportunity,
right,
and we can contribute to the leadership, we can contribute to the team, they can run their own team.
And it allows you to really have a completely different structure. If you wanted to coach this guy on building his team, now you could be compensated differently within this model.
Absolutely.
However, if you wanted to take 10% or 20% of his business to coach him to build what you've built, you can do that. Which I don't know how many people see. There's a lot of different ways you can structure it within eXp that allows that you really couldn't have done very easily without all the tools that eXp brings to the table, and the technology and the business model, and that as a platform. And then within AEA, when you add all of those pieces, you really have everything you need to structure it however you want. And if you want to get out of production, it enables you to maybe structure that differently. If you want to recruit outside of your market, it enables you to do that.
Absolutely.
So there's really no end to the opportunity, and I think that's what as we do these interviews, and I get there's a line of folks that are ready to come tell their story, and the mega agents or mega icon agents, even as we call them at eXp, that see this opportunity and understand what this business model is doing and creating as far as what the opportunity really is. So anyways, that's what it gets us all excited and fired up.
Yeah, I want to touch on the tools, because I'm very heavy on tools, online lead generation, websites.
One of the best at it.
Exactly.
Right?
So that was big for me, looking at the tools, and I'm so happy that eXp didn't think, oh, I can create the best tool in the industry, let me do something. No, they went out and they got the best in the industry that were already out there, that a lot of us were paying thousands of dollars to use those tools, and they provided that opportunity to the agents as part of the technology package for $50. I mean, are you kidding me? So, using those tools to build the teams, to scale it up, it's just amazing, because it has everything you need for that online lead generation, which is, very imperative for growing a team. Right. Because that's where, you can generate most of those leads. No matter what you're doing, you can be doing Facebook, you can do YouTube, you can do whatever. It all drives down to that funnel, that website. Heck, I've done print advertising. I funnel it down to the website.
Absolutely.
And this is, the best lead capture.
It's the tool you have to be successful as an agent.
Absolutely.
You have to have it. There's no question. The difference is where you're going to have to pay for it for them, or now the agents get it for $50 a month.
Yeah. And I mean, everything up and down the chain is just amazing. The back end where you can see, all the breakdown, how big your team is, the
how many times a day do you log into that?
I know, right? It's just
amazing. Log into it all day, every day.
Yeah, it's like in real time.
Moving,
it's just unbelievable. So this is super exciting. It's an amazing opportunity, and we're just gonna crush it.
Absolutely,
There's no doubt about it.
Love it, man. It's always great to talk to you, my man.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Looking forward to the future, my friend.
Same here.
As we say at NAEA, we'll either see you at the top or from the top.